always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll get this across midfield, down to the 48. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle. They face second down and 7. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll get this out wide. He's to the 15. He is in. Touchdown, KC. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one taken at the 10. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's a first carry for their running back. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Giants.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
60 by 6. 60. Take go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now the New Jersey native who played his college ball at Rutgers, it's Isaiah Pacheco. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll get this out to the left flat. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, KC.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on fourth down, Mike, based on what they do on third down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that fourth down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
And he's in! Xavier Worthy! Touchdown, Kansas City. It's his second touchdown of the year. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Tigers.
Drive will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
We are through 1. It's the Chiefs on top. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
15.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Now give on the ground. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Kayvon Thibodeaux with the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal. Slot man in motion right. And he's in. Touchdown, Chiefs. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Now, faking. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Set.
He'll look to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
Come on. Set.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Sunday. Hey, dribble it. Nice hit.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Good shot.
To throw is Mahomes. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace. Well, the quarterback trying to find somebody open there, but that time, instead of finding his running back, it goes back the other way for a defensive score.
Mike, I think this is just one of those cases where the quarterback's just a little too casual with the throw. He kind of goes to his running back late on the check down. He never sees the defender until he's chasing him on his way for the touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Yellow. 15. Hey, yellow.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
Hey, 15. Yellow.
Slot receiver headed right.
Nice hit.
Mahomes now on second down. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A gain of 24 through the air. That's good for a Giants first down. Back to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to the air one more time. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, New York. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
To the ground, a first down run. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Yellow, yellow. 15, 15.
First down, Kansas City.
What's that?
On first down, it's Mahomes. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Yellow.
They send him right out of the slot. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Let's go now.
And he will take this down close to a 1st down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock is stopped with 35 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. 3rd and a yard.
Yellow.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Crap ball 80. 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6. Mark it at the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31.
Now they'll set up to throw. Now he'll air one out. That is hot. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Goes without saying, like, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, New York. Extra point attempt still to come. His kick is good, and the Giants are able to edge a bit closer. Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. This one will be taken in the end zone, no run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10 for Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The third quarter begins with a run. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Now a 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. taken at the 19. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther.
Yellow.
Putting the tight end in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. Here's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Yellow.
A first down throw for Mahomes. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back.
Yellow.
Slot man in motion right. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Sending a receiver right. On second down, Mahomes. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Deonte Banks right there with the good coverage to knock it away. 3rd and long.
Yellow. Hey, 57.
Right back to the air from Mahomes. He's got it at the 7.
And this is a great example of why staying on schedule and ahead of the sticks is so critical. Because even after that big 3rd down pickup, it's not enough for the first, and it brings up 4th down.
That one is good. And the Chiefs will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This taken around the 11. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of his defense. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here. You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
3rd and long for Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And the Giants are going to get the football at their own 23. So, no. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Room to run at the 35. Still going. And he will dive into the end zone. 77 yards. Touchdown, New York. No problem there on the extra point. And the Giants will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15.
Yellow, 15.
Slot receiver, headed right. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll get the penalty yardage and then some back, and is very close to a 1st down. Quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
15.
They send him right out of the slot. Mahomes on first down. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Let's go. 19 right.
Throwing now on third and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets up to the 24.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
George Karlaftis on the stop. The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here's 2nd down.
Go! Ready?
They'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with them. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
70 range, 70 range. Ready, ready. Ready.
Back to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Oh, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Going right sideline and complete. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Giants.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Buffalo 18. Let's go now. Go.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver.
And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for two, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it two-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
And he'll go down, back at the 4.
Giants 37.
That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Slot man in motion right. First down throw, Mahomes. That is caught down the field. Extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And that is the hat trick. What a game. Reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down